This Taylor going. Yeah, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna play this for. We'll see. Team down. Yeah, I have been, but yeah, I just stayed up late watching them as well. We're on FFA JP last night. I just didn't get the first 8:31, including credits. Yeah, I have been down for the last week and some change. Today, you know, if you only notice, if you are only noticing it today, which isn't what I get from what you posted, but if that is the case, then yeah, I just stayed up until stupid hours last night. Bigger match.
Yes.
Still ahead. I was doing heady runs last night and lost the 30-second pace because he did a full cycle Spinnerella instead of free cycle. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes. So yeah, you know how it is. Like 95% of the time you get the free cycle and then you actually get in a good pace, and then the time you so happen to slip into full cycle is the time that you're actually on a good fucking run. That's how this fucking game is. Yeah, I've been there a few times. It's really annoying. Yeah, it's just not getting enough sleep, essentially. That is to say, I've actually been getting the sleep that a normal person gets in a week, the past week. Obviously last night I didn't get the amount you're supposed to have, but for the past week I've been sleeping the, you know, the recommended amount, as opposed to the fucking stupid amount of time I typically sleep. My brain can't function on normal people amount of sleep. For there to be any sign that I have like functioning brain cells, I have to sleep fucking like 10-12 hours a day, typically. And lately, on average, it's been 8, which is normal. That's what it should be. You should be sleeping 8 hours a day on average, but I'm still used to it. Yeah, I'm doing alright.
Yes.
Haven't been to the gym in like a couple of weeks. That might also have something to do with it.
Thank you.
Usually when I go to the gym, I actually start getting up earlier, but I haven't been going to the gym, but I've still been able to not sleep so long, so I guess that's one good thing. Typically the only way I can sleep a healthy amount instead of the sloth amount that I usually do. Slow amount. Typically it's when I'm going to the gym, but I haven't been for a couple of weeks and I'm still managing to get my ass out of bed. So. Like, me staying up until 6 in the morning, maybe if I was going to the gym still, maybe that wouldn't happen. You could probably make that argument. Gym's really good, not even fitness, mental health too. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of snobs there. And, like, you know, it feels like most people that go to mine, they're either in their 20s or in their 40s. But there's no in between. I'm like one of the rare people in their 30s that goes to the gym that I go to. So it feels like I can't really relate to anyone there, other than the fact that I'm using a phone like everyone else. But everyone has that in common, so it's like, you know... Like, we're all breathing the same oxygen. It doesn't mean we have things in common just because we breathe from the same source of oxygen, you know? There are people there that recognize me. And people that I recognize. You know, I get the look of like, oh, I see you, but like, you know. Me being the aloof dickhead I am, I don't even make an effort to try and start anything. Start a conversation or anything, so... Say should be on right side. They won't be on the left. If he throws the cane, you're fucked. We're also running against a gold here in PB, so fuck's sake. Makes you want to play this more aggressively, and that causes me to die more. So I want to mitigate how much time I lose to this fucking segment. Dynamite heading enthusiast. Oh, fuck off. No. Fuck's sake. Alley split, whatever. Yeah, I'm not locked in at all. I'm getting complacent on so many things. Well, you're already following me. Where's the elephant? Thank you for the follow nonetheless. Yeah, I mean, I had the same thoughts back in 2018. Obviously, my PB wasn't even close to as good as yours is, but... yeah. That thought pattern is certainly familiar to me. But like, if I was playing this and only this, I'd be going insane. Makes me respect the Resolve, Cronin, and Ruger like even more.
Yes.
Same time though, like obviously I wasn't watching Cronin back when he got world record back in the day, but I think even back then, like, you know, that particular stream he got as PB, it was like a short stream or whatever, but like even back then, like, he'd do like an hour of a game and then he'd pivot to like a casual playthrough of something else for like a few hours. I feel like he was already doing that even before I was watching. So I think even he understood the value of need to play a lot of stuff, not just this. Yeah, most of the time, not all the time, like sometimes he was like running 2 different speed games at once, but like I feel like most of the time, like yeah, he'd play something else, but it'd just be like casual. I don't really have that, I don't like playing most games. Like, this sounds stupid as fuck, but the whole reason I got into speedrunning is because I stopped being able to enjoy, like, single-player games. I just felt, like, nihilistic every time I was doing them. It's like, okay, what's the point? What do I get out of this? And speedrunning was, like, a way to make it have meaning to me. Speedrunning made me enjoy, like, single-player only games again. So whenever people say to me, oh, one run speedrun at a time, just do a casual playthrough. Do a casual playthrough after each PB. And it's like, well, I'm glad you have that to tide you over. Got a casual playthrough to keep you interested in a speedrun. I don't really have that. The whole reason I got into speedrunning is I did it to add enjoyment to games I stopped enjoying. I'm happy everyone else has that, you know. Focus on one speed game and then just do like a casual playthrough of a game between PBs. You know, that aspect's kind of improving for me. Like, I am starting to be able to enjoy like casual playthroughs of games again, especially like co-op stuff. But even aside from co-op, you know, like sometimes I start up a casual playthrough or something and I'm like, oh, I don't need to speed on it now. But most of the time it's like, this feels pointless. What's the point? Who cares? Typically nowadays, speedrunning is what gives like campaign type games meaning. Otherwise, it's just like not to sound elitist or snobby or anything, but it just feels like, oh cool, I beat a game. It's not like a million people haven't already done it for this specific game. Like, who cares? But yeah, I respect Cronin a lot for being able to detach from a speedrun after an hour and just pivot to a casual playthrough. Like, some of his grinds, he's like, you know, he'll get mad, but he'll just stick through it and just, you know, get comfortable with his negative emotions. But, like, more frequently, as of late, it's more like, you know, we do like a speedrun every now and then, but like, if he gets mad after an hour, he's been in this game for long enough to know that it's better for him to just like pivot to a casual playthrough. Like, he stuck it out through like really annoying grinds before enough to know that he doesn't really want to do it. So I respect him for a lot for being able to just detach from a speedrun after an hour and just pivot to something else, play that for 3 hours. I can't do that. For me, every time I've tried to detach from a speed game after an hour and then just pick something else up, the next day I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to play this anymore. I don't even want to run this anymore. What's the point? I respect people who are able to detach and then just like lock back in. Maybe not necessarily lock back in, but like be able to engage their brain back in something again. For me, I feel like the touch for something is just the equivalent of mentally checking out of it. And if I mentally check out of it, then I'm basically just being like, yeah, I don't want to run this anymore. Fuck this. I give up. It's such an insane skill to have, to be able to just detach from stuff. I admire, yeah, I admire that trait a lot. I do some attempts of this before work, and then I head out the door like 5 minutes later. And while I'm at work, I'm still thinking about like, oh man, I hate myself. Or, oh man, the fever felt good, and I'll just like run that just happened in my brain on loop the whole time I'm at work. Maybe that's a good thing, but I feel like sometimes it makes me overanalyze like certain aspects, and then I will try something weird and it backfires. That was absolutely possible to convert into a 1 cycle. But in that scenario, I never have been able to do it. I just know that it's possible. I have had 1 cycles, but in that specific scenario, you know it's possible. I'll never personally be able to do it. Oh, fuck off. What is this? Dude, come on. I'm not even trying to hide the fact that I've just stopped caring about this fucking game. You can tell, like, usually when I get to the second cycle and he only has, like, 2 hit points left, I just walk in and get rid of the ballerina pieces most of the time, but that time I just let it go.
Yes.
Align yourself to the position the game puts you before Mariana will save you 0 point. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Because, yeah, when I play this on the MiSTer, I'm consistently 2 tenths of a second behind Frozen. Obviously the first split doesn't really matter, but just as a point of day on a stage, it's literally like an auto-scroller. He gets like a 216.6. When I play in the MiSTer, which is like quote-unquote Genesis accurate, I'm consistently like 2 tenths of a second behind. So you report on that, yeah, that does seem correct. Yeah, I don't know why I do it the way I do. I think I just saw it in like the SDA run. Looked on SDA and I saw it and I was like, oh, that seems like a pretty consistent strat. Also, yo, whack, NG. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so ignorant there. Oh, it's second try. It's good to know that I can still get that. But not doing it for 1. Dude doesn't know how to press down right on the D-pad. Feels bad. Oh, come on, dude. What's that? Now I have to watch out for the spike as well. Alright, I'm gonna do a noob strat here. Obviously, I'll already start off this stage doing a noob strat, but there's an extra noob strat I'm gonna do. For some reason doing that, I'm unable to comprehend why that stops me from falling down there, but for some reason it works, so just do that every time. Well, Mariama until the end of time. Probably is really a shit name. It is, yeah. Mariama is better. But yeah, I feel really ignorant responding to the client. That message like a few minutes ago, but yeah.
Yes.
By the way, has anyone ever collected all the tokens at the end of a boss? I don't know. I never thought to check that actually. That's pretty interesting. Not what you managed to on Mad Dog. That's insane. Alright, I do in fact have work in just shy of 2 hours. Forget about Star Wars here, I don't think I want to hold a session. Because, you know, we haven't been playing for that long. And also, there's some mistakes I've made up until this point. I mean, typically I make a couple mistakes, but there'll definitely be some mistakes up until this point that I want to try and correct. So, even if this run does to Star Wars, I still want to try and go again to try and correct those fuck-ups I've made. Again, yeah, I never play perfectly up until Star Wars anyway, but definitely made more mistakes than I typically do up until this point. Even if my pace placement doesn't reflect that. Like, I'm in the top third of my attempts, so that makes it look like I'm not actually playing that much worse than I typically do, but... Yeah, I think it's just because a couple of weeks ago, I got to some point of consistency in the hour game. It's not 100% consistent, but I was starting to build like some consistency. Like the 5 runs that I'd gotten to Star Wars, they'd all been in like my top 5 paces or whatever. They'd all been in like 1st to 5th or whatever each time I got there. It's been a while since I was actively playing this. I mean, even when I was actively playing it, I wasn't playing it that much, but I was still getting on paces that I've never seen before. Not overall, like obviously I've seen other people get paces like that. I've seen paces for myself that I haven't seen myself achieve before, even if I wasn't playing that much. I've been messing up this. Well, first of all, I've been messing up that fight we just had, but this one specifically, I messed up pretty severely last time. I'm getting very complacent on this. Taking it for granted that I'm just going to do it every time, it's so boring and it's the same fucking thing you do. With very minimal variance. Usually when it's stuff like that, which typically works most of the time, I just get complacent on it and it just stops working. So I'm like, well, there's basically no time to save here. I basically do this the same every time, so I don't even think about it. Then I end up not thinking about it, and then I lose like fucking half a minute to it. Bad start. I'm going to finish this fight off in a brain dead way. I can't be fucked to like go for the up left. I'm just gonna go directly underneath him. Just go off. Yeah, I do appreciate that it's brain dead as fuck when you can just go for like an up left there. Save like some time. Must feel really stupid, but... But like on average, I have a slightly faster Spinnerella when I don't go for that up left compared to going for it. Even if it feels fucking stupid that I'm not going for it. I have a more consistent segment time. Just not doing it and just going directly below it.
Yeah! Fucking shit, yeah, motherfuck.
Who's that? There ain't no way someone's popping off like a free cycle Spinnerella. Could be the bare minimum. But yeah, 10% of the time I will randomly slip into full cycle and it feels really bad. Hey, type blood. Call me. I'm your friend. Okay, and? What's your point?
Friends. Me and Leo are friends.
I just thought I'd let everyone know that me and Leo were friends. Split's too small. I love babysitting. It's my favorite thing to do. Hang on, I'll get you at the end of this stage. In like 3 screens time, I'll get you. Fucking larger splits, whatever. Oh, the splits are too small, the splits are too red. Why aren't you green? Why are you even continuing this? Why are you playing if you're in the red? What's the point? Yo, how are you 7 minutes ahead? Even though it says comparing against average segments all the way across the top of the screen. Jesus, how do you suddenly get a 7-minute PB? Fuck's sake. Okay. Either when we make it to the end of the stage, or I die. I'll try and make the splits a bit fucking larger for you. But then I'm gonna do that, the font size is still gonna be the same, and you're still gonna complain. I'm gonna have to fucking adjust the font size. And it's gonna make the split names be like ... It's gonna annoy me, because I'm using subsplits. Fuck off. Okay, we're dead. We're gonna die. Just over, mates. We've got time for another then, this is fine. I'm not too cut up about it, but yeah, we are gonna die here. No doubt in my mind. When I say here, I of course mean on this spot coming up. Especially if we get hit by the baby face. If we get hit. Please don't go a third time. Oh, that was close. The D-pad almost fucked me then. Yeah. I was about to say, gonna take a hit. I always forget about him going up there at the end. Yeah, they were definitely taking something. You have to remember that the developers for this game used to be, well, they were ex-Konami developers, so, you know. Your mind probably goes places when you work with Konami. Especially, Konami. Additions that they were on them. Yeah, that's mostly what the Treasure brand is. It's like, it's a group of, like, ex-Konami developers.
Yes.
I know nobody asked, but... Where the fuck are my splits? Okay. How's that, Leo? Is that better? Ugh. 1, 2. Come on. Fuck right off. Oh my god. Still not dead. Piss off. Fuck you. Unbelievable. Yeah, how do these splits look? I feel like they're in a very stupid position now, but... I guess this is fine. Kind of ruins like the screensaver thing I have going on, but who cares? Nobody cares about the funny graphic effect anyway. Come on, dude. Stop sucking. That's not gonna work. Never gonna work. Not even gonna be close to touching him. Alright, we're probably gonna die here, but I mean, run was pretty much dead anyway. PB was still possible, but in terms of actually getting a PB that I'd be happy with, was pretty much already over. Go on, open.
You've got another try.
Alright, we still have time for another, so I'm just gonna go ham when that stage is coming up. I'm literally just gonna go balls to the wall. And if we die, then we still have time to go again. The only way I can PB this is if I literally just go all out. But again, yeah, we have time to go again this time around, so... I'm not too scared. Usually I'm just scared, because it's like, if I die, well, I don't have any more time for another attempt, and it's like, damn, that's the last attempt, and it died like that, but... In this scenario, it's like, well, we have time to go again, so I really don't care. Let's go ham as much as I can. Yeah. I say I'm gonna go ham, I'm still gonna pick this jelly bean. But I mean, even the world record takes that jelly bean, so who cares really? It's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. say I'm gonna go ham. I don't know how to go for the fast fight here. But when I say go ham, I just mean like no protection, no safety, just like go as fast as I possibly can. Let's get all out. We have time for another, so it's not too big of a deal for fuck up. There's also stage select code if I want to practice these stages later, if I do end up fucking up. I'm not necessarily going to end up doing that, but it's always an option. Whether these save states have from Metro on the funny Clown MD emulator. Cool. Dipshit. Alright, you need to hold this a little bit longer. Yeah, like that. Almost missed that cycle and I would have fucked the whole thing up. Run with that, so would have been dead. Probably already is dead because I'm very low on HP. Or at least lower than I typically like to be. But... oh hey, we've got a goal. This run was already worth it because we got a goal split. Too early. Yeah, it was too early though. We got a goal out of this run, so whatever happens, you know, it wasn't for nothing. Again, yeah, we're gonna die. That's not sugarcoat code. We're just gonna die here, and that's fine. We can get a hit in there. What am I doing? Peewee's dead. Yeah, Peewee's dead. Oh yeah, definitely is now. Come on. That's not gonna hit. It is. Okay. It did hit. Okay. It's good info. That's stock. Yep, stock. I really just I feel like I don't have the IQ for this fight. In all honesty, can't comprehend it. I've learned like one or two things from it so far, but still overall playing it like I have no brain cells. Alright, well yeah. If I really want to practice Twin Freaks later. I can just do stage select to get back. Because there's no RNG in this fight whatsoever, it's literally just, it's all execution, pure execution. Oh, I guess there is some RNG to the things that the Twin Freak spits out, like the, you know, like the things that like float, like the Medusa, not Medusa things, but the things that like follow like the Medusa pattern and all those like things that spits out, those are RNG. But aside from those things that can randomly hit you or not, like, executing the fight and performing the hits. It's all execution. There's no variance, like RNG wise. It's just timing your hits on Twin Freaks. So we can just use stage select to get back here later if I really want to practice it. But at the same time, yeah, like Twin Freaks on NA is nowhere near the fight that is on JP anyway. This fight is already nerfed super hard on this version, so. Alright, well, we've got a gold this run, so already wasn't for nothing. I mean, I took that segment more aggressively than I typically do, but it's still nice to have. All my averages, they were 46, which was... So my PB before I started back in like December and got my PB on Boxing Day of like a 44.29. My PB was a 46.49. So as of the start of this run, my averages are sub what my PB was like a few months ago. But what are my averages now? 46.27. Okay, yeah, still sub my old PB. That's cool. Yeah, we have time to go again. I've got like a cushion of like 19 minutes for resets. Let's see. We're back at Twin Freaks now. And the fight is pure execution. Like, executing the hits, it's all execution, there's no variance, like RNG was. So yeah, we might have gone... Like, in terms of the things that the Twin Freak spits out of its mouth, it doesn't spit out of its mouth, but like, it spawns things from its body as the fight progresses. Those are RNG. Like, there's an RNG factor that's still whether you get hit by those or not. Like, as far as like just doing the hits in the fight, it's the same every time. So if I load up stage select, the pattern we get with the things that spawn in, it's not necessarily going to be the same pattern as the one we just reset. But at the same time though, like, if I didn't take the death and went into that fight, we probably would have got a different pattern than the pattern we were going to get. We don't know... We're unable to... I reset before we saw the pattern of the things that spawn in anyway, so we're unable to know, but... Like, realistically... The pattern I would have gotten from Twin Freaks in terms of the things that spawn in would be different than the pattern of the things that spawn in had I not died before we entered Twin Freaks. Anyway, so... But yeah, so it's just the things that spawn in that are RNG on this stage, so I don't need to play the stage out for practice. I'm going to say that, it's going to bite me. So yeah, we have like 70 minutes of cushion for resets. But I'm going to end up... What's going to happen is I'm going to reset for like 4 minutes, then we're going to end up getting on a run, and I'm going to get in a good pace, and then we're going to get here, and I'm going to fucking die, but... I don't want to eat into my cushion for resets by just playing out a run for the sake of playing out a run, you know? What is wrong with my Wii remote? What's going on? It's pressing home by itself. go to the right here to avoid the hits. It's not too important because you get an instant health refill anyway. So we stand about here. That was almost correct.
Yes.
Yeah, like, I wasn't aligned correctly and we're still ahead, so... Let me check my PB, yeah. We weren't even aligned perfectly and we still saved time. I mean, my mash was kind of good, but still. Thank you for that piece of advice, Hella guy. Come on. I don't know, Snake Skip kind of seems like a world record trap. Like, me not doing Snake Skip is not going to be the reason I'm not getting a PB, I wouldn't say. Yo, wedgie. It'd be good to be able to do it so I can push my PB further a bit, but... I don't think me not doing Snake Skip, that's not going to be the reason I don't get a PB, I would say. Technically it can be, because technically on the run I could have went for Snake Skip and got good RNG later on, and then if I didn't do Snake Skip and got bad RNG, but aside from RNG, because there's no RTA way to like manipulate that anyway. Like, you know, I'm not TAS. I think, like, Snake Skip's probably, like, the least of my concerns right now. Objectively. I've got bigger fish to fry than something like that. I need to make sure I can consistently nail the noob strats before I can do something like that.
You've got another try.
Mr. Heady, let's go. Good luck. Thank you. I'll drink a coffee for that. Hell yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, the voices are nice. Unfortunately, most of the tracks are scoffed on this version. Honestly, though, it could just be that I'm using like the FM synthesizer that the Mega Drive 2 uses whenever I've played on other emulators that are supposedly like audio accurate. But Star Wars, for example, I think especially like the start of that track, the way it's supposed to sound sounds fucking terrible. It sounds like my ears are just getting destroyed. The WBC version helps at least soften that track specifically, but... yeah, maybe Star Wars, like, that track's always supposed to sound, like, horrible at the start of the track. I do like Genesis sounds and Mega Drive sounds, but yeah, sometimes it's a bit too much. Sometimes the way some of the composers design some of the tracks, it leans way too hard into like the sound of it. I do like the Mega Drive sound chip, but like some composers just go too far with it. But yeah, we get it. This is Mega Drive and not SNES. You don't need to make that even more apparent. Oh yeah, that's cool. My brother looked into doing the same thing. Changing oscillators and just switch between them. Oh yeah. There's an eBay seller that I bought from before. I saw something like that in their store, like fully RGB or the Mega Up 2, like the oscillator set and all that. All the bells and whistles. I've been looking at that. I've been tempted to get it. But...
You've got another try.
So, I'm not sure if you know Regirock, but those Bluetooth receivers, like the 8-bit day ones you can get from Mega Drive. Like, if you use like an M30, for example, does it bind C to C, or does it bind C to like Y?
Yes.
Do you know? Because at the moment, I have this GameCube Bluetooth receiver on my Wii, but like, when I use the M30, C is on Y instead of C. It just feels stupid. Oh, it does bind it properly? Okay. Yeah, maybe I could get used to you running this game with the M30 on the MiSTer, and then when I've completely ended my friendship with VVC, and I've like been fully MiSTer, and I've been running this game on MiSTer for a while, that means I'll be able to just like, if I want to pivot to Mega Drive, I can just get like the Bluetooth receiver. And I'll be using the same control scheme that I've been using on the MiSTer. On the MiSTer, I can have C bound to C, no problem, but on Wii with the fucking GameCube Bluetooth receiver, like, it doesn't map it properly. Like, it's mapping the Mega Drive controller in the same pattern as like a SNES pad, essentially. It ignores Z and C and it just has A, B, X, and Y. Take any of the others, there's no way to remap it. If I get sick of playing on here and then I just start like exclusively running Dynamite Heady on the MiSTer, that means I can get used to that controller on there, and then if I eventually want to make the switch to like original hardware, then I'll be able to use the exact same controllers that I've been using on there. No, that was never gonna work, man. What are you doing? All that. Okay. And this is gonna be a limp dick bowl. Yep. So yeah, I got that GameCube Bluetooth receiver because I was like, well, I'm just going to use this controller in here, and if I eventually want to make a switch to like the original Genesis or Overclocked Mega Drive or whatever, I'll be able to pivot like pretty easily because it will be the same exact control scheme. But the way it is currently on here, if I was to use the M5, I'd have to first of all get used to using Y, C, and then when I switch to Genesis, I'd have to get used to using C on C again, the way God intended. Whereas if I end my friendship with WeeBC and you're just playing MiSTer, I'll be able to get used to the exact same control scheme that I could end up using on like an actual Genesis. Scams. While I have a lot of nostalgia for Wii, I can't deny, like, you know, having my rechargeable battery pack and having to fucking plug it into the wall every time I run this for like a few hours. I'm like yeah, I've got to get the fucking rechargeable battery pack out and fucking stick it in and all this shit, rather than just fucking plug it in with the controller in with like a USB-C cable to charge it. It's also just... Oh yeah, of course. I have done some OT runs on here. All main quests. But for the 16-bit games, I'm not sure about SNES. Wait, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm not sure about for SNES, but for Genesis, if you play it on like the higher res setting, the games actually run faster. Like, I was losing 6 seconds in here before playing on the STTV setting. So I could use my CRT. Like, saving like 4 seconds on a literal auto-scroller. I'm not on about like the auto-scrollers in the sky that have like a little bit of variance. I'm on about like literal auto-scrollers where there is no variance whatsoever. As long as you're holding right at the edge of the screen, like... save 4 seconds just to the game running a bit faster. It's ridiculous. So I'm wondering if that's the same for Ocarina of Time. You definitely have a bunch of these like newer runners using like the hyperkins and stuff. Like the component to HDMI converter thing. And as a result of that, they're obviously playing on like the higher res setting. You can tell because their capture just looks like amazing. I'm wondering if that like HDTV aspect makes a difference to like fucking N64 games. Imagine the absolute shit show if it got found that like people are getting world records, and the only reason they beat the previous world record is because of a technicality like that. Yeah, the capture looks nice on here, but it's not color accurate. There's a couple of runs on the MiSTer already. Like, not a lot, but when I was on Star Wars, for example, just waiting for him to go to the center, like, I could just tell, like, the detail on the colors and the way the contrast and saturation is actually supposed to be. Like, Wii doesn't really do it properly. it's a bit of a nitpick, but it's like, you know... Colours aren't exactly accurate on here. The capture looks nice, but the colours aren't accurate to what they're supposed to be. Oh, you are kidding me. No way. Yeah, that's another thing I'm getting complacent on. I'm just taking it for granted that I've already killed that thing when I haven't. I'm doing the same in Tetris as well, like... I get complacent to the point where I feel like I've completed all the orbs on screen, but I actually haven't. There's still one left. It's been happening to me a lot lately. It's not just in Dynamite Headache, it's in like other games as well. So I guess that's why I don't switch between games so much. Marta, stay winning. Yo, big guy. Ooh. I think that's a new PB. It's still a free cycle. But I think that's a new best. I might have had that before. But that might be... yeah. It's still a free cycle. Don't get me wrong, it's still a free cycle, but... I think that might be a new personal best of how many hits I've gotten within the first 2 cycles. If player Kami PBs. I won't PB. Won't PB. The expectation is that I don't PB. I haven't played this in 2 weeks. And you've seen how that final boss goes with it. You've seen how it goes. You've seen how vicious it is, right? You've seen it. You've seen that happen. You've seen how diabolical that final boss can get. The expectation is that I don't PB. I don't play to PB. I play to be ready to PB. Right, I'm never expecting to PB when I boot up this game. You've literally seen how the final boss goes, so I don't know why you're imposing that requirement. Alright, here's the compromise. You can hold me to get in a PB if I can hold you to fucking actually speedrun in the game. It's valid of you to try and hold me to expect for me to get a PB. That's valid. Only if it's valid for me to try and hold you to actually fucking getting your ass out, like, in gear. Get your bomb out your ass and actually fucking doing some more runs of Lemon. That's the compromise here. It's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with you trying to hold me to a PB. You're just trying to help. But only if you honour me trying to get you to run Lemon more. Because I'm just trying to help you, and I want to see you do better with the game. And also, yeah, this game isn't like fucking a series of unfortunate events. It's not like a funny license run, but the last 5 minutes is like fucking 20 IQ requirement fucking slot. Like, oh yeah, we've got past all the hard stuff, now we can just turn off our brain and do the most easy fucking shit in the world. This game doesn't have a formality like that. This game isn't like FF7 and a series of unfortunate events where the end of the game is like a formality, right? This game, you can do your best up until the end and then just fucking die. This isn't the sort of speedrun like Lemon, where the end of the run's formality. It's just not. It's not me saying Lemon's easy. Lemon is a very hard run, has some very hard stuff in it. But the end game of that, compared to the rest of the game, it's like fucking... It's a walk in the park. It's like a light breeze. But not every run's like that. FF7's like that, unless you're running any percent Ocean Fly, and you have to skip long range to have competitive time. If you're grabbing the long range on those slots, or even if you decide to make your any percent time shit by taking it in any percent, then after Diamond Weapon, like the last 40 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, it's all a formality. This run isn't like that. It doesn't have that luxury that FF7 has. It doesn't have that luxury that a series of unfortunate events has. I know you have good intentions with what you're saying, but the amount of heartache I've had to lose on runs like late game, end game, whatever. For you to impose the requirement that I have to PB, otherwise you're gonna be sad or whatever, it's just really fucking irritating. Till we've done a run of a similar format to the way that this speedrun typically goes, like the pace of this speed game, then you can't really empathize. Like, hopefully I can't make VEs. Like, no shit. That's what everyone's thinking. Everyone's hoping that, but they don't have to fucking say it. Like, hopefully I can't make VEs. Oh, thanks for clarifying that. I thought you all wanted me to just fucking, like, throw. I mean, there are probably some hate watchers that do. Probably some detractors that, do. But, I feel like most people who are taking their time to watch me right now, they have the same thought in their head. They're hoping that I get a PB, but at the same time they know not to expect it, because they've seen how this game goes, and they've seen how pernicious this fucking run is. You know, I honestly would have preferred if you had just commented, I hope Okami doesn't PB, I hope he throws. That would have been funny. I would have found that amusing, and it would have put me at ease. But, like, just reading you say, hopefully I PB. To me, that's worse than anything you could say in regards to me not wanting to PB. If you had to say, like, oh, I hope the comment throws, that'd be so funny. I'd just be like, lol. I just feel like, you know. And it would remind me not to take myself too seriously and just, like, enjoy playing the game, but instead I read, hopefully PBs. And now, it's like, it's imposing the feeling that if I fuck up, then I'm letting you down, and that I've disappointed you. Even though you seem to do that nearly every day of my life. Like, the amount of time and energy I have to expend on Leo, it's like he thinks we're dating or something. Like, the amount of time commitment that goes into just fucking having to respond to his shit, or read him fucking message me instantly after my status switches to online. The amount of time I spend reading and thinking about how fucking annoying he is, it's like, amount of time you'd expect to spend on someone if you're beating them.
You've got another try.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate the permission from the rest of you, or the rest of you fellas, for me to be imperfect. I can be sloppy and you guys will still watch me, and you'll still root for me and all that. Because I am a flawed mortal, but appreciate you guys accepting that. That is all of you apart from you.
Help me!
This is a significantly better gatekeeper than last time. Come on, open. Cool. Going into gatekeeper, this wasn't the pace that we had last time, but
Try.
the gatekeeper itself, yeah. Sped runs? Holy shit, Panda. Never stop being unhinged. Yeah, if you don't know, that perm has some other connotations to it. I'm gonna pick a hit. Oh, typo, okay. Okay, well, I've just self-reported now. I'm a bigoted piece of crap. for free mod. Sloppy fight. Very bad. Terrible, in fact. Okay, yeah, well. I don't think we can move up any spots on the leaderboard. I might just take this lead here. Okay, well, yeah, we died. Okay, I'm dead. We should at least... We should at least play till Twin Freaks, because we didn't do that last time. All we gotta do. That's all we have to do to avoid taking a hit. Really. Well, we golded this split earlier, so I guess that's yin and yang, right? We gold it, and then we take it there. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, Saku's above now. Yeah, you've got to take the good with the bad. We golded it earlier, so... Probably just cope, but yeah. We should at least do this fight. it to me. Okay. Oh, we were low HP anyway, but yeah. Oh, fuck off. That'll just kill me. I'm not playing this run out. I'm not playing this run out anyway. I want to make sure I can still do that. I care about, yeah, I care more about making sure I have that locked down than just playing out the run. Friend Freaks is one of the biggest time swings around. I mean, the final bosses as well, but
Yes.
yeah, I'll save my state here by going back to the Wii menu in case I want to finish out that playthrough later. Because I do need to get my final boss reps in. But it'll still be there later, like... Because I went back to the Wii menu rather than turn the console. Like, if I go back here, it's gonna spit me out back where I was. Yeah, see, like that. It is good to get final boss practice in, but yeah, it's there for later if I want to. I care about doing that. 46, 45 averages, still sub what my PB was, like, for December. Alright, I'm gonna get changed to something more cool for work, and then maybe do like an attempt of Tetris. I don't think we're gonna be able to get more than one in. Yeah, I do need to get changed to something more cool. I'm just wearing like tight jeans right now. It's probably not a good idea to have that. I'll be back in a minute. So my cutoff for starting a successive attempt is 10 past. My cutoff for finishing a run is 15 past. Right. I've tried to update my title as I'm playing, as I'm doing a run. There's enough downtime to do that, I just need to be, like, on top of it. I would do it now, but I've got to grab something downstairs. Cut off for starting a successive attempt is 10 past, cut off for finishing a run is quarter past.
I am a dreamer.潜むパワー。世界。テトリスっていうのはテトラミノと呼ばれるブロックを隙間なく並べて消していくゲームだ
I
よ。
have to update title and such as I'm running.
方向キーの左
Sorry
右で
to.
落ちてくるテトラミノを動かせるよ。ボタンでテトラミノをくるっと回せるの。四角ボタンと丸ボタンが左回り、三角ボタンと×ボタンが右回りだよ。 向キーを下に入れるとテトラミノを早く下ろせるよ。初めからイージーだよ。遊ぶステージを選んで。イージーだよ。
9 viewers. There's nobody else streaming down there, is there? Oh no. No, no, my viewer
頑張
count.
ってください。
Now I'm scared.
フクロウの作りしカードよ。フル姿として生まれ変わる。新たな主、さくらの名のもとに。
これはどうです？
Okay, but whatever. I'm still trying to multitask, so
フクロウの作りしカードよ。フル
don't hold that too
生
much.
まれ変わる。新たな主、さくらの名のもとに。
では行きますよ。
Now for the YouTube title.
フル姿として生まれ変わる。新たな主、さくらの名のもとに。
熊のぬいぐるみを
Well, updating my title and category for something that I'm gonna cut stream on in like 10 minutes.
イージーだ。遊ぶ
That's the price I pay for dipping my fingers into so many pies.
誰？
さあ頑張ってください。
I'm playing very sloppy so far. Yeah, again, I have been trying to multitask with the titles and
フク
stuff.
ロウの作りしカードよ。フル姿として生まれ変わる。新たな主、
Gotta give myself a little bit of leeway for that.
これはどうです？
フクロウの作りしカードよ。フル姿として生まれ変わる。新たな主、さくらの名のもとに。
では行きますよ。
フクロウの作りしカードよ。フル姿として生まれ変わる。新た
クマのぬいぐるみを
I think I was gonna reset there anyway, but seal the deal. I was like, okay, well, I'll play it out with this Delta Lucky stage here. Messed up. I'm gonna save my fingers for work.
苦労の作りしカードよフルーツ姿に生まれ変わる新たな主さくらの名のもとに
Oh, I need to make sure my hands don't stiff up at work, so... Go easy on the mashing for the next 10-15 minutes.
続きから遊ぶステージを選んでじめイージーだよ遊ぶ誰誰
One thing on days where I don't have work, but
さ
can't risk my
Gambatte.
fingers jamming up work.
苦労の作りしカードよフルーツ姿に生まれ変わる新たな主さくらの名のもとに
これはどうです
When I remember to use the turbo, of course. Even in my PB, there are some points where I just mashed instead. I'm thinking about it. I remember to just use turbo.
では行きますよ
苦労の作りしカードよフルーツ姿に生まれ変わる新たな主さくらの名のもとに
クマのぬいぐるみを
苦労の作りしカードよフルーツ姿に生まれ変わる新たな主さくらの名のもとに
熱があるのに
Sloppy, whatever.
苦労の作りしカードよフルーツ姿に生まれ変わる新たな主さくらの名のもとに
頑張ってくださいね
やった
Come on. Come on.
苦労の作りしカードよフルーツ姿に生まれ変わる新たな主さくらの名のもとに
この魔法が解けますか
苦労の
messed that up. I didn't react to the purple pieces coming up. Should have done it the other way around.
フルーツ姿に生まれ変わる。新たな主さくらの名のもとに。
クローリードの術を解け。
やったー。
Oh, it's gonna be messed up there. It means we can get another attempt in. That run went the distance, it would have been our last attempt. Say that now, and then we're gonna get on an even worse pace. But... So, biggest time saving the run is 25 seconds right at the end, and we're getting over that. So. Yeah, even the PB chance agrees.
Suzuki から遊ぶステージを選ぶんだ。初めからイージーだ。遊ぶ。
誰？誰？
さあ頑張ってく。
Yo, thank you, QK. Congrats on your 12-12. That's huge.
これはどうです？
Yeah, we haven't got long here, but maybe we can get one good. We'll see. For us to reset right now, we'd literally have 1 minute of cushion for resets. I'd have 1 minute available for me to reset.
Then, では行きますよ。
Stop there. That was a mistake. Should have done it the reverse way around. Read everything last time. Like I saw a piece coming up, I didn't react to it appropriately. I should have done it in the reverse order, and something happened here.
熊のぬいぐるみを。
Yeah, don't get used to it, Leo. These early splits, they're very bad. Very bad early splits. But early game in my PB is incredibly slow. Don't let it fool you, that's all I'm saying. We're also running against at least like 2 runs. I think, right, no, we're running against at least 2 golds, maybe even 3. Potentially running against 3 golds, but we're definitely running against at least 2 gold splits. And I think we're gonna dip into the red here. Maybe not. But we're running against the gold here. We're running against the gold here, and this segment has a lot of variance. So we're already gonna dip into the red.
熱があるのに。
So I've already warned you that we're about to dip into the red. Already warned you. Ah, who am I kidding? They're my emotes. I literally added them to my emote library. I can't complain about them being used. Just gonna have to accept it.
頑張ってくださいね。
check out these wacky emotes I have. Don't use them in my channel though. Only annoy other people with them.
やった
But yeah, my best pace ever on fly is like a 217, right? And we're 7 seconds slower than that, but still at a PB. So, you know,
この魔法が解けま
just to really let it set in just how bad my early gaming is in my PB, and that you shouldn't get your hopes up when you see me ahead.
やった
Alright, yeah, this is last attempt. Even if I really wanted to, we can't start another. Because on the PB run, it'd be 12 minutes at least, right? And if I somehow PB,
フロー
I'd
リードの
want to
術を解け
stick around for a bit to like watch the credits or whatever. So absolutely, no matter what happens here, this is the last attempt. This is it. Yeah, you need to be subbed to that channel first. So.
生まれ変わる新たな主さくらの名のもとに
Maybe I'm incorrect, so I feel like you need to be subbed to the channel. What happened? I explained it to you, you motherfucker! I explained it to you! I explained it to you! And you still don't get it! I literally explained it to you, and you still don't understand. I fucking expended energy to explain it to you, and you still don't understand. What happened was my early game is really bad in my PB, and the usual time swings happened where they should happen. That's what happened.
残念だったな。もう一度挑戦するか。よし。
Yeah, okay. Well, here's the plan, right? The next time I run this game and I'm ahead, and Leo comments something about me being ahead when it's only the first 2 minutes of the run, I'm just gonna cut stream. I'm literally just gonna cut stream. Sorry to let people down who wanna watch me play this, but... Yeah, like, I literally tried my best to explain what I was playing, and you still freaked out when you saw me dip to the red. You know, I made it, try my best to make it very apparently clear that we're gonna dip to the red, and we're gonna dip to the red by like 10 seconds or so. Maybe I didn't explain that part well enough, but I tried to make it abundantly clear we're gonna slip to the red, and you still fucking freaked out. The next time within like the next 2-3 minutes of the run, Leo comments the fact that I'm green, I'm just gonna fucking cut stream. And then come back live after the attempt's finished. Until he's no longer subbed, then I can just put it on sub-only mode when I see the emote come up. But until he's no longer subbed, yeah. The only way I'll be able to avoid annoying comments, like commenting the fact that we're ahead when we're literally only 2 minutes into the run, is to just cut stream when I see the emote. So it's going to be the course of action. But I try my best to explain it, and he's still freaked out, so... No, it's not the emote, it's what you commented afterwards. Even though I literally tried my best to elaborate and explain to you that we're going to dip into the red. I tried my very best to explain to you, not to get used to it. I even went on the rant about it for 2 minutes, trying to really break it down to you that we're going to slip into the red, and you still freaked out. It's not the emote, it's the fucking comments that came after. You're not even half a minute behind, you're like, no, what happened? What do you mean this game has variance? Can't hear me always. Right, well, if you... I don't know. I feel like people typically only post, like, emotes when they have, like, your undivided attention. Or you have their undivided attention. I feel like people only really post emotes like that when that's the case. You've got like other audio sources going on in your ear that's just like... Also, yeah, if you can't hear me always, then why do you even ask them the question? If you know you can't hear me explain it all the time, then why ask the question? If you know you're not going to be able to hear me properly, if you're doing stuff always, like... If you know you can't properly hear me all the time, then why would you even ask the question? Because you know you're probably not going to be able to fully hear my explanation. Point streak. I didn't know you actually got more points for chatting, but I guess that makes sense. I have been like yapping like pretty heavily in people's chats before. My channel points do come streaming in. They do come flooding in. No, actually no. I've got a more courteous of it. I've got a better in it. Rather than starve everyone else of my content, just because someone in chat's pissed me off, here's what I'll do. The moment I'm running this, and I see like one of those emotes from Leo always says, like, what happened or whatever, I'll just switch to the non-comparison. And you guys will have to go in the run.gg to see my splits. I'll literally just go from here to here, and I'll just do that. I'll literally just do that. That's the better solution here. Rather than just like freak out and just fucking cut the whole stream because of it. Literally just change the comparison to none. Okay. I have like 5 other JRPGs in my game request queue already, Leo. That's on me for not honouring those completely and finishing those games, but I do already have like 5 JRPGs or like RPG, action RPG type runs in my game queue already, so you're gonna have to wait quite a while. I've got other JRPGs that I need to get through. No, Breath of Fire is not in there. Also, I'm not your circus animal. Like, you know, I'm not a clown for your amusement. I have the channel point redemptions if you want me to do so, but other than that, I'm not gonna fucking put like a fucking beach ball in my nose and like spin around for you and stuff. I'm not your fucking circus animal. That's what the channel points are for. If you want to command me, that's what those are for. Otherwise, I'm not your little fucking creature to just like boss around. Most people would switch to averages in that case, but I get to the end of the run and I'm ahead of averages when the run finishes. It's like, oh my god, you got a PB! Holy shit! I don't know how to click a button and go in an SLC board and check. Oh my god, you got a 40-second PB. I'll just switch to none when it happens in the future. Don't see anything any comments along the lines on that from Leo, I've just fucking switched to the non-comparison. And for everyone that sees what splits, you can go in the rumble.gg/okamikaze. Better solution than just, like, calm the stream completely, yes. I haven't honoured that channel point redemption though, and I apologise. I'll have to try and remember to refund it when I come back. Where is it? Cheer up. I'll send you a message later, Leo. Like, nothing excuses my behaviour, but, you know, I've experienced some stuff. I don't think I really let you know yet, since you've been away. No one saw. Doesn't matter. Just because nobody witnessed it doesn't mean I don't need to correct my behaviour. Otherwise I'm going to end up making that mistake or freaking out. And other people have to suffer me being cringe, you know. Still need to, you know, be cautious, even if nobody witnessed it, you know. Want to make sure it doesn't happen next time for anyone that would witness it. But even then, like, I should just correct it anyway. Not for the perception of others, I should just correct it. Because I should just be a better person, you know? I shouldn't just try to be a better person just for the sake of looking better to others. I should just do it to feel better about myself, you know? But yeah, that's all, folks. See you tomorrow. I didn't get much sleep earlier, so I'm probably just gonna hit the hay. I'll try and message Leo right before, like, when I finish work, I'll probably message Leo and let him know about some stuff. But yeah, Leo, I'm gonna crash out. The moment I get home, even if I send you a message, I'm gonna crash out. I didn't get much sleep earlier. Sorry. I'm not gonna be able to voice with you later. That's on me for staying up watching Buzz gets world record or whatever. That's my fault. That's me. That's on me for being degenerate. But yeah, I might message you after work, but as soon as I get home, I'm probably just gonna crash out. Just letting you know. Maybe in a normal speedrun stream, I might hold your tongue and can't wait for you to start the group space. That to me just tells me that you respect me a lot less than other speedrunners, which is fair, you know. I'm not one of the top crop. I'm not one of the elite speedrunners, so, you know. Obviously, you'd have more respect for those other iconic speedrunners. Oh, that's completely fair. I'm but a lowly casual runner. For most games, anyway. And even then, I still need to be humble for the games that I am better at. Tell Linkus when he's red. Thing is, right, Linkus, it's his job, right? He's a full-time streamer. He gets comments like that every single day, so it's different. I'm not saying I shouldn't learn how to tolerate it, but... I never... Yeah, nothing against Linkus, but... Personally, I don't enjoy his channel, and, he looks like somebody else that has wronged me in the past. Like, I don't hold that against him, it's just, you know... I can't watch him for that reason. But anyway... Peace.